All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakwadash. A double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. And Lord willing, this lesson will be entitled, This Isn't Our Fight, Man. Right? This is not our fight. Right? Because we're in the midst of, really in the midst of civil war soon. And understanding that this election is tomorrow, and the fate of who's going to be the next leader, quote unquote, for America, the next president. Yahweh Shimon Shai has the chess pieces moving, man. And really, it doesn't matter who gets in, because if you say Trump gets in, then you know what's going to happen. It's just going to be draconian. And chaos and civil war is going to ensue because the left isn't going to like it. But then if you say if Kamala gets in, it may be worse. And, speaking as a man, I want her to win just because, it's going to show forth the serpent's hatred towards Eve more, but nevertheless, regardless of who wins, if she gets into office, then the right, they going to get down and start using weapons, man, and civil war is going to ensue that way too. So it's a win-win situation in terms of prophecy, but this isn't our fight concerning, the matters of how these people are going to be moving, because everybody's going to be on edge. And it's up to us to just continue to use wisdom, so that we don't get caught up in these circumstances, man, right? As you see here, it's an article. It says Orange County man says neighbor attacked him over his Trump flag. Right, and then you have this one here. Edomites are getting ready. I'm not sure if you've seen this video or not, but it's basically Jake talking about how he went to a gun range, a gun store on his break, and when he went in there, it was nothing but Edomites in there, and they all had their weapons. They was ready. They was stocked up, buying ammo, and basically talking about the climate in which is happening in America. So, the tensions are at an all-time high, and ultimately, this is just Yahweh Shimon Shai, as the scripture says in the book of Isaiah 19:2. And I'll set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Right? And that's what's happening. That divide, as the scripture speaks about, is happening on every level. When we go into the book of Luke 12, or Mark 3, and it speaks about set at variance, father against the mother against the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law, all these different divides. This is what's happening in America, man. And it's beautiful to see, because Yahweh Shimon Shai is systematically, destroying, this foundation in which wickedness has been built on, man. Right? So let's grab another precept. This is coming from the book of 2nd Esdras. Right? There's 2nd Esdras 15, and I'm gonna start here at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right there goes that civil unrest, or that civil war, man. Right, the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, one people shall stand up and fight against another. Right, and that's due to political beliefs, that's due to religious ideology. That's due to all these different circumstances that America has to deal with at the moment, man. Right? So those who don't agree are ultimately going to fight each other. Right? And we know that it's nothing for these sides to get violent. That's ultimately what it's going to boil down to, is violence. Rioting in the streets, protests, people being unalived, or judgment coming down upon these individuals. And that's Jake included. The scriptures talk about how judgment must first begin at the house of Israel. So Jake isn't excluded from this judgment, man. In fact, Yahweh Shimon Shai is going to use to put forth judgment upon Jake, man. Hence Isaiah 10, man. O Assyria, the rod of my anger, the staff in their hand is mine indignation, man. I will send him upon a hypocritical nation. That hypocritical nation is speaking of the nation of Israel, man. Jake, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right? So here it is. The scriptures is telling us that one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Understanding that Jake is so caught up in a democratic mindset of being just a freak, a liberal, just immoral. Which both sides are immoral and they don't stand for righteousness. But one side is just completely blatant with it. The other side is just as Elder Yashawamba said in his lesson a couple days ago. They're culturally Christian, man, right? Not adhering into the words of the actual scriptures, but just enjoying the culture of it. Having ears but not being able to hear. With their lips honoring him, but their hearts far from him. That's cultural Christians. So both sides are hypocriticals or hypocrites. Both sides are wicked. But these clashes, is what's going to spark fires, in the cities of America. So call on Yahweh Shem Shai, and we just have to navigate wisdom, when these things are happening, man. Because people are going to ask you, who you're voting for, or what side do you believe in. And use wisdom, man. The scriptures, is multiple scriptures. Answer not a fool according to his folly, right? And then you have scriptures in the Apocrypha that speaks upon, if thou blow upon the spark, that will quench it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab it. So just be wise when we're out here. Ecclesiasticus Sirach 28:12. If thou blow the spark, it shall burn, right? If thou spit on it, it shall be quenched. And both of these come out of thy mouth, right? So basically saying, blowing upon that spark or that fire may increase it, but spitting on it quells it, right? And we also understand what soft answer turneth away wrath. So use wisdom in the times that we're coming in, because we understand Satan still, is going to be picking on us, man. Understanding what side we're fighting for. So these situations may occur. So use wisdom and navigate around these demons, man. We have the tools and the understanding to move through. So move accordingly. There's no need for you to be getting into any debates with anybody, man. There's no need for no debates. Stay out of this. Our fight, is a way tougher fight than this. There's no need to be caught in no nigga moments with niggas or Esau. That is all detrimental and it's going to be harmful to you in the long run. Even if it don't get physical, man. Just stay out of it. We understand this system isn't for us and we're not booting. Keep it salty, man. Keep it salty and navigate. Right? This is another precept. Because that was just speaking of what? Matter of fact, I got to go back 2nd Esdras 15. This is 16. It says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right? It says, and that sedition and them not regarding their kings or princes, they're gonna come after these political figures, man. They're gonna be hunting them down just for the simple fact that certain laws that they said that they would enact, haven't came to pass. They didn't vote in a specific way that they wanted them to. And he takes that to heart, right? He believes in his amendments and his constitution. So he's going to move accordingly. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, right? Speaking of martial law checkpoints, right? For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, as the scriptures say, the love of many shall wax cold. And that starts with the individuals within the house first. And then it branches out to everybody else. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And that's when it's going to be in the thick of it, man. Right? When the famine is you're going to actually feel the effects of the famine completely. Being that your dollar is going to hold little to no value due to superinflation, right? And then ushering into a new economic currency system, right? So all these things are still going to happen, right? And what this election is going to do is going to fast forward the occurrence or the timeline of these things, because once the prophecy start rolling, they can't be sent back, man. You can't turn away these plagues and prophecies that the scriptures talk about. These birth pains, these contractions only happen more frequently as the time of the delivery, nigh. So let's grab another precept. That's coming from the book of Matthew 10 and 16. And it reads, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." Hey, just move with wisdom, man. Navigate with the Spirit, you know. Which is ultimately what? Putting off that carnality or that carnal mind. Understand how to talk, you know, conflict resolution. Hey, we're not to be in these nigga moments, man. Right? Because especially after this election, E is gonna start carrying, open carrying, closed carrying, or what you call it, open carrying, and concealed carry. So like concealed carrying more. Hey, so it's gonna be nothing for these people to say a certain buzzword and to be ticked off. Next thing you know, shots are gonna be flying. You know, the scriptures don't speak of civil war for no reason. That this is a dramatic part of the movie that Yahweh Shem Yahshua created, man. Right? I got some more pre's here. Yeah, I was going to hit that Revelation 13, but I'll just speak on it. Speaking on two horns like a lamb, but he spake as a dragon, representing two powers, right? The plebeians and patricians, the ancient plebeians and patricians, your modern day Democrats and Republicans, right? But these two sides are at odds, speaking of the people, not necessarily, the government or political figures. Because this is just a show is for them, man. Their kids go to each other's graduations and birthday parties. They kick it behind the scenes. But they're giving the illusion to the American people that they hate each other, right? That's part of the show. That's part of the theatrics, right? But to the average person, the policies in which they're saying, really affects them because, they're of a lower class. But these politicians, they're not dealing with the same troubles as the average American citizen, man. They're in a different tax bracket. They get different exemptions. Their salary is of a different income or status. So they're not living the same life as the average person. Are they gonna be touched by the plagues? Absolutely. But the lower you are on that pole, the harder it becomes for you. Right? So yeah, that was the point there in terms of but it says draconian, right? And what are draconian laws? Laws that if you don't adhere unto them, the penalty is torture and death. Much like during the time of Antiochus Epiphanes, man, when he set forth the decree that any Israelite consenting into the religion of their fathers were to be killed, right? Our women stopped circumcising their sons. Jake stopped adhering unto the holy days, started living like a heathen, like a Grecian, cutting their beards, branding themselves, worshiping the Grecian gods. So how much more in the time that we're in? Speaking of the draconian laws that are gonna appear. Because once this election happens, and the president is decided, you already know more executive orders that they signed back years ago are going to be implemented, right? You can't forget that they made that anti-protest law, that if a protest is to get violent, basically the police can use excessive force to break it up. And even if that means by killing. And that was signed off like 2-3 years ago. Brothers did a bunch of lessons on that, man. So that's something that they're going to enact. Because they know it's going to be protests. They've done many drills of people people within these government buildings, evacuating. They've done a lot of evacuation drills. They put up an extra gate around the White House. So he is anticipating for these people to bug out. He knows how you move. He knows that when you get information that you don't agree with, or you get a result that you disagree with, that you cause havoc. So he's prepared for this. So it's for us to just stay out the way. Stay out the way and stay in the spirit. Right? Stay out the way and stay in the spirit, man. It's Romans 12, just another gem on how we got to move. Using this wisdom, application of wisdom. This Romans 12 and 18. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. And that don't mean we're agreeing or believing in what these people believe in. Hey, but there's ways to quell anger and hatred by using Israelite senses, so to speak, man. Hey, we're Jake, Yaiquab, you know? Yaiquab with wisdom, right? And those that understand, man. Now I'm going to close out with this last precept in the book of Colossians 4. This is Colossians 4 and 5. Walk in wisdom toward them that are without. And everybody around us, if it's not the body, the Akim, the body, hey, then they're walking without wisdom. So it says, walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time. As you read it in the NLT, it says, live wisely among those who are not believers and make the most of every opportunity, right? But walk in wisdom towards those or them that are without. Understanding these people already got a million demons on them. That is certain things that'll trigger the demons on them to get carnal. Walk in wisdom towards those that are without, redeeming the time, understanding the times that are evil. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how you ought to answer every man. And that's plain, man. Your response or the power of the tongue. We're coming in a time where it's going to be even heavier, you know, for that to contain or restrain that little member, right? So that's just the point, you know. Just a lesson on how we have to continue to navigate. This fight is not our fight. Our fight is in the spirit. Fighting to remain in the spirit and fight for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying into the body. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Harakakwadash. And double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone. And a sincere shalom to Akim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.